As humans, we have a habit of trying to predict what our future world will look like. We have dreamt up huge advancements in technology that affect not only corporations and governments, but day-to-day living and even inherent human function. We have been doing this in science fiction since ancient times and continue to do so today. So, what has media like movies and video games gotten wrong about our future so far? And do we have a firm grasp on what our future will look like in the next 50 years and beyond? In order to talk about what films have gotten wrong about our present, let's address two major themes that run throughout this topic: artificial intelligence and interstellar travel. Artificial intelligence is a concept that has been shown throughout media for ages. Think of films like Aliens, Star Wars, and The Day the Earth Stood Still. These all demonstrate some sort of machine-like intelligence that is used regularly in their everyday world. Artificial intelligence, at its base definition, is when a machine or computer mimics and acts out cognitive abilities that we deem human, like solving word problems or learning. In most films about AI, you see that not only has the machine learn basic human abilities, but they often then have emotional intelligence. They have the capability to make decisions and are self-aware. This is when things often turn sour. The second theme is interstellar travel. We see these travelers span light years of distance in just the blink of an eye. This phenomenon is called faster than light travel, or FTL. So, what have movies gotten wrong this far? I've sifted through a few movies that have predicted or fantasized about our present world: Blade Runner, Back to the Future 2, and 2001: A Space Odyssey. Blade Runner, a film made in 1982 that predicts 2019. Back to the Future 2, a film made in 1989 that predicts 2015. And 2001: A Space Odyssey, a film made in 1968 and predicts, 2001. Blade Runner and 2001: A Space Odyssey really missed the mark on what our present world looks like. Out of these films, Back to the Future 2 is actually the only one to get multiple things correct, like hands-free gaming, biometric devices, and video phones. But each of these films has their own version of AI and faster-than-light travel. When it comes to AI, Blade Runner has synthetic humans. For Back to the Future 2, it was drone-walking dogs. And for Space Odyssey, it was hell. So far, none of these things have come true. Although we have seen an increase in the ability of drones from dropping off mail to drones paired with 3D mapping to make better decisions about farmland. We see characters hop planets and even go back in time within a moment's notice. As far as I know, we can't do that, and if anyone has figured out teleporting, let me know. What was once just a fantastical idea in films and books has now become a fast and upcoming reality for our own generation. We are seeing the rise of AI in day-to-day life. We have cars that can self-park, and now Tesla is actively developing cars that can self-drive. A company called OpenAI, backed by Elon Musk, actually developed a system named OpenAI 5, an artificial intelligence system that beat the world champions in an open esports game after defeating the reigning Dota 2 world champions at the OpenAI Final 5 on April 13th, 2019. We see AI in speech recognition programs like Alexa, Siri, Cortana, and Google Assistant. These systems can understand speech and respond to it accordingly. The biggest breakthrough in speech recognition thus far has come from IBM, which has managed to reduce the error rate in conversational speech recognition to 5.5%, relative to the human error rate, which is 5.1%. These are just a handful of examples of AI and how it is rapidly growing in our current reality. We see cybernetics being used in our healthcare today. This technology is being used to help the paralyzed walk and even give people brain-controlled prosthetics. When it comes to interstellar travel, NASA is still stating that warp drive and FTL are unrealistic and still just pipe dreams. But they continue to research and advance ion propulsion for missions to deep space and beyond. Ion propulsion is the fastest and most efficient type of space travel. Although the Tau Zero Foundation, which was founded by a former NASA physicist, is currently trying to advance interstellar travel. AI, cybernetics, and FTL are all being actively developed in our lifetime. Which brings us to our next question. Are we predicting our own future currently? Movies like Big Hero 6 and WALL-E, along with games like Halo and Cyberpunk 2077, give us glimpses of predicted realities. They all have the major common themes: artificial intelligence and interstellar travel. Essentially, these movies and games are predicting that technology will be heavily prevalent, but will most likely turn, quote, evil, or be used in an uncivil way eventually. So, what is the likelihood that we will be living a cyberpunk life by 2077? Scientists and owners of major AI companies weigh in on this. Pierre Barou, CEO of AFA Technologies, states, "When will the AI singularity happen? I think it depends on what we mean by it. If we're talking about AIs passing the Turing test and seeming as intelligent as humans, I believe that is something we will see by 2050. Raja Chatila, chair of the IEE, Global Initiative for Ethical Considerations in AI, and Autonomous Systems and director of the Institute of Intelligent Systems and Robotics, states, proponents project that there will be a moment in time in which the increasing power of computers will provide them with the capacity of artificial intelligence, surpassing all human intelligence. Currently, this is predicted by the singularity proponents to happen around 2040 to 2045. A lot of scientists differ on whether or not AI will be a negative or a positive thing. Stephen Hawking did not shy away from his belief that AI could bring us trouble. Elon Musk also believed that AI will bring forward a doomsday for humankind. But Louise Rosenberg, the CEO of Unanimous AI, states, "Does the coming of AI mean we're doomed? For a long time, I thought we were. In fact, I wrote 2 sci-fi graphic novels about our imminent demise. But now, I am a believer that humanity can survive if we make ourselves smarter, much smarter, and fast, staying ahead of the machines." As far as cybernetics goes, the fact that they already exist and interface with the brain means that there's no impossible hindrances or bottlenecks, and improving them is just a matter of iterative engineering. We could perhaps see Star Wars-type replacement hands, or maybe even a reason to ditch a perfectly working hand for an augmented one. We could one day be able to plug hard drives into our own cybernetics and interface with hard drives and computers, as seen in Cyberpunk 2077. AI and cybernetics seem to be within the grasp of human innovation, but FTL travel is still a pipe dream. And if you look at fictional predictions of future technology, authors usually shoot a little short as for when they will become available. So, could we one day experience a world scene in Cyberpunk 2077? Sure. But will it be in the year 2077? Not likely. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. This is Fake Life Lore. Thanks for watching.